Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That was sick.
Yeah. Sometimes you're better off dead. There's a gun in your hand. He's pointing at your head. You think you're mad. Too unstable. Kicking in chairs and knocking down tables in a restaurant in a West End town. Call the police. There's a madman around. Running down underground to a dive bar in a West End town. In a West End town, a dead end world. The East End boys, West End girls. In a West End town.
Best quiver for HTs. If I was going to have 4 boards, I'd definitely have CI Pro, which we've got one in here, there, which is like, this is a squash tail. I normally ride round tails, but I've ridden it as a squash as well, and it goes just as good. I think it's just personal preference, especially for the waves that we surf up there. Because this board's got so much rocker and hold, it doesn't make too much difference. But you can ride it every day. Like, if you lived somewhere else, maybe you couldn't ride it every day because it's a good wave board, but for HTs, if it's this big or 6 foot, the wave's so steep, it has so much power, it works perfectly.
West End girls. West End girls. Yeah. Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices.
But that's one thing that I really noticed on the CI Pro. Normally with boards that are that rocketed out, they don't paddle that well, normally. But other than that, it's the best paddling board I've ever had for a normal board. Obviously when you ride bigger 20s or step ups, it's different. Honestly, I don't understand it. He's my kind of frame. Short-ish, stocky-ish.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's probably a bit bigger than me, but like, similar sort of shape anyway, at least.
But you chose it for the static finale.
What's that? Yeah. You're only saying that because he's Aussie. I love this board. I've had 4 of them. I've got 510 and a 511 at the moment. And like the 510 I use pretty much most days, but the 511 is really special. Like I sort of try not to ride it too much because it feels that good. Like if the waves are good and it's quiet, I ride it because to get clips and stuff on, it's by far the best one I've got. It just goes, feels like it can do anything.
West End girls. You got a heart of glass or a heart of stone. Just you wait till I get you home. We got no future, we got no past. Here today.
And then on the smaller days, I ride one of these. She's a Happy Every Day swallowtail. I find with the swallows, it has a lot more hold and it just feels like a bit more of a everyday good board. I mean, obviously the squash tails are great, but because the tail is quite wide, it feels like more of a beachy board, whereas with the swallowtail, it feels like a lot more of a all-rounder. Like I've ridden it even on like 6 foot days and still like it feels a bit short, but it holds, feels good in the barrel still. It still works. Even though it's not for that, it's just nice to know that if a freak set comes through, you can still go on them.
West End boys. West End girls. Yeah, West End boys.
7 ounces left is a bit more like a down the line, big carvy kind of wave. You get some good barrels as well, but it suits a much flatter board. So I ordered a custom semi-pro 12 and it feels unbelievable. It's so drivey, it never slides out. I think it came out, what, 11 years ago? Like it's an old model, it's old. It was the first board that had that foam forward, no? It was the first one that had like that width in the nose and the volume in the center and pushed up a bit more. I mean, that's crazy that a model that's 10 years old still goes that good.
So relevant to
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many shadows, whispering voices, faces on posters, too many choices. If, when, why, what? I said, how much have you got? Have you got it, do you get it? If so, how often? Wish you'd choose a harder, softer option.
In season, if they were just going to buy one board, I'd say probably Happy Traveller, just because they paddle really well, they hold so well, they're never going to do anything wrong. The CI Pro is so high performance, as well as having all those other things. I haven't ridden mine in smaller waves, just because I have these other boards that I love, but they just don't do anything wrong. And if you were just going to ride one board and you're in the Ments, especially during the season, I would 100% that's the one I'd go for. Ultimately, you want a board that you can trust, that does all the things you want it to do. It's you know, it is perfect for the Ments.
Yeah, well, how much do you need?